Sometimes officers think they have it all under control until a teenager flips the script, leaving them in confusion. These encounters often end in them losing their jobs. These 200 IQ teenagers destroyed corrupt cops. Tav Galanis had just gotten into the William Penn University when a cop tried to play a fast one on him. On August 28, 2022, he was returning from a friend's house, but Officer Winters pulled him over. Admittedly, he was wrong because his headlight was bad, but then his bright light was blaring and shouldn't be an issue. The officer introduces himself and reminds him that his driving style is illegal. Tav apologizes for his innocent mistake.
Hi there. How you doing, sir? Good, how are you?
Good.
My name is Officer Winters with the Newton Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is because you have your bright lights on.
Yeah, I have a headlight out, so I just keep my brights on.
Okay, well that's not legal.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Yeah, I turn them when a car comes by, I turn them off, but like...
Well, you didn't with me.
Oh, you weren't close enough though. You were a while back.
It has to be within 500 feet.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
And you're not supposed to have your brights on in this.
But things took a different turn when Officer Winters asked if he had anything to drink. He ordered him out of the car. Tav was calm and complied with all the instructions.
You don't have anything on you? No bombs, guns, drugs?
No bombs or no drugs.
Okay, let's go back here.
The officers don't seem to believe that he's sober, so Tav offers to take a breathalyzer test.
I've had nothing to drink.
Okay. So your movements in the car with you fumbling over the registration?
Yep.
Kind of say otherwise.
All right.
And so does the odor of alcohol coming from your person.
Great. Let's do a test and
We'll get to the test.
I can't wait.
Officer Winter gets on his toes by rejecting his offer. Instead, he accuses him of having bloodshot eyes.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
None.
What do you mean none?
I've had nothing to drink.
Okay. Why would your eyes be watery and bloodshot?
He subjects Tav to several sobriety tests to incriminate him.
I'm gonna have you stand with your heels and toes together, with your arms down to your side. Okay. I'm gonna check your eyes.
Cool.
Okay. What I want you to do is follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only, and do not move your head. Okay.
Yep.
Do you have any questions?
Nope.
All right. So I want you to put your left foot on the line. Okay. Take your right foot, put it in front of your left foot, with the heel of your right foot touching the toe of your left foot, just like this. Okay. Stay in this position until I tell you to begin. Okay.
Perfect.
After passing the test, they eventually let him do the breathalyzer. Shockingly, he scored 0.0%, meaning he is alcohol-free. The officer knew he was wrong, but he would not admit it yet. He phones his supervisor to update him on the case, after which he returns with another accusation. This time, he thinks Tav had weed. Tav is confused and defends himself, but no one is listening.
When's the last time we smoked weed?
I do not remember that.
Tonight?
Oh.
Okay, well I think it's tonight.
I've had no weed tonight. What? Why do you think it's tonight? Why do you think I smoke? I blew zeros, so now you're trying to think I smoke weed. That's what's going on. You can't do that, man. You really can't do that.
Absolutely I can.
Is he allowed to do that?
Yes, he is.
So I blow zeros and you suspect drugs, man. That's what we on? I blow zeros. You think I'm on drugs?
He is handcuffed and charged with a DUI. The teenager arrives at the police station and maintains his stance. Eventually, he is free, but he does not let things slide.
We're going home tonight, okay? I have no evidence or no information to suggest that you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Thank you.
So, I just want to know, like, how does it feel?
How does it feel for what?
Remember I told you when you first pulled me over? You're like, you're impaired. You're on drugs. You drink alcohol. Turns out I'm not on any of that.
Okay.
Really dumb decision by you today. I'm really disappointed in how you came about your
I
drugs.
based my decision on your field sobriety tests.
Was it really failed though? It was pouring outside. It was terrible cement.
He filed a lawsuit against the Iowa Police Department to make them pay for the embarrassment. If you think Officer Winters is the most corrupt cop you've seen, wait till you see this one. On March 27, 2023, officers approached a teenager, accusing him of standing too close to their traffic stop. Unknown to them, he knows his rights and is ready to defend them. First, he asks the female officer for her badge number in case the encounter gets messy. Officer Albee initially tries to dodge the question, but this intelligent boy insists.
Since you're making contact with me, could you identify your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Albee.
And your badge number, please?
I don't even know why you're here right now.
I asked you a direct question. Do you have your badge number on
And
you?
I asked you to leave because right now you're not allowed to be on our a traffic stop.
She eventually tells him her name and badge number to avoid an official complaint.
Ma'am, if you're refusing to identify your badge number, it might result in a complaint with your department.
Okay, I understand that. My badge number is 639.
Thank you very much.
But I've asked you a question.
At this time, it's not consensual.
The officer wants him to leave because he is supposedly blocking her traffic stop. But then he knows he is standing at a legally acceptable distance. It shouldn't be a problem. A second cop approaches him to convince him to give way, but he asks a shocking question. He was curious to know what the Supreme Court said about the acceptable distance, but the officer was silent. The scene gets more dramatic as more officers try to convince him to leave the place. Every time an officer convinces him to leave the area, he takes note of their name and badge number.
Can I ask you what type of business you're conducting, and can you take your hand out your pocket for me, please?
Since you're engaging with me, can I get your name and badge number?
My name is Officer Robinson, badge number 659.
Thank you very much.
Is it right here, behind the vehicles?
Did somebody complain to you, sir?
No, I didn't.
Have a great day, sir. Thank you.
Can you sit back behind the vehicles for me?
The officers soon realized they met the wrong person and left the scene. The kid got them to do the right thing without being aggressive. The next case is familiar, and you'll see why. In another case that exposes the rot in the American police system. This event occurred on a street in Atlanta. A cop pulled up this guy and asked for his license and other documents, but that's not the reason for the traffic stop. Earlier that evening, someone in the car yelled cuss words at the cops. The officers were offended, so they thought it was best to get back at them. Apparently, one of the officers knows Brandon, so he gets mad at him for being disrespectful. The young man tried to ignore him, but he kept rambling about how the words hurt his feelings. At this point, he was petty. He had all the guys get down from the vehicle so he could search them. Mind you, this is a violation of the fundamental human right to free speech. Moreover, the search was unwarranted. After searching the vehicle and finding nothing, the officer switches up. He makes a shocking statement about challenging them in a fight, even with his torn ligaments. Absolutely uncalled for. The angry cops eventually admit that he cannot search their car. Of course, he could lose his job if he tried anything stupid. When Brandon thought that the scene was about to be over, another officer gaslighted him. He is speechless and suppresses his frustration. Anyone would flare up at this level of provocation. This 16-year-old deserves an award for composure. The cops eventually tell his friends to leave with his car while they chit-chat with him again. You can guess that these cops didn't get away with this. James Sanders, the angry cop, was fired, while the other officers had punishments lined up for them. This last teenager showed off his knowledge of law in this clip. On May 28, 2022, an angry officer pulled over a teenager for giving him the middle finger. The young man is shocked, knowing he has done nothing wrong. An argument ensues, with this teen insisting he has done nothing wrong. The officer won't let the stop linger for so long, so he allows him to leave.
Why you giving me the finger?
What? What's your problem?
What?
Why are you giving me the finger?
I'm walking away.
Huh?
Am I free to go?
Why are you giving me the finger?
Am I free to go?
No. Come
For
here.
what reason?
Why are you giving me the finger?
I'm free to go.
What's
Am I free to go?
What's your problem?
Am I free to go?
No.
What,
What's
do you
your
have
name?
a problem?
No.
You have a problem?
No.
You don't have a problem, then we're... I can leave.
Why are you giving me the finger when you're walking? Huh?
But this teenager is heady. He turns and gives him the middle finger the second time. This last move gets on the officer's nerves, and he initiates a second stop. He runs after him to prove the severity of the crime. He holds the teenager, who is already screaming at the top of his voice. The confused officer turned off his body cam to conceal part of his evil deeds.
Get over here. Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, you are. You just cursed me off.
That's not
Turn
a
around.
crime.
Yes, it is.
Says who?
Says me.
Says
Turn.
who?
Turn around. Come on.
Now, this is where he shoots himself in the foot. He turned it on only after a reinforcement team showed up. The teenager hoped that this set of officers would exonerate him. But no, they take sides with their colleagues. They wondered why he cursed the officer and asked him to identify himself. Worst still, they call him a nuisance and threaten to charge him for disrupting public disturbance. Again, he proves to them that he knows his rights to the latter. Even when the police tried to show superiority, he outsmarted them. Who would have thought they would let him go without filing charges? Well, they did. The teen threatened to file a lawsuit against them because the truth is, they overstepped their boundaries. See you in the next one.